Welcome back to the shop. Today I have a set of Drake hood struts that I want to install on the Mustang. I picked these hood struts because they span a longer length of the hood underneath for support, um, and they just all in all look more heavy duty. Plus the way they mount, they're not going to twist and turn like some other ones I've seen on some reviews I've seen. But if you order it for 2018 plus, the part number, which I thought I got the wrong one, it shows the same for 15 and up, but the whole pattern on the hood struts themselves on the mount that goes to the hood hinge does not line up with the holes. I mean, one hole is in the right spot, but the other one it needs to be moved. So I'm going to show you today what all you need to do to modify it to make that work. After you do it, you won't even notice that you did it. So to me, not a big deal, but I prefer this hood setup well over the other ones that I've seen. And the price actually is lower than some of the other ones. So I can show you one that's on there already because I did the driver's side. So I just need to do the passenger side because the other side is the same. I just wanted to go through and see what not to do. Here is this side installed. You have a riv nut you got to install here, and this I will show on the other one since that one's kind of hidden. And then they just give you the hardware you need to connect here, but you also have to install a riv nut under this spot. This first hole here is fine, but that one down here needs to be re-drilled. So actually the original is not drilled, so I'll show you that. Here is what it looks like before you even start. So actually that is supposed to slip underneath, but instead I measured the pattern from here down and drilled a new hole up right above that line. It's just off a little bit. Also, another thing, they show on a video to use this as a tool to install the riv nuts, and I'm never going to recommend doing that, especially with this piece, because the washers ended up turning and it kind of put these marks on it. I mean, it's not a big deal to me, but somebody else might not like that. But I mean, I would rather that it didn't happen. But instead, just buy this. I mean, you could use this for many other things, and I don't see, this isn't a big cost thing, and you got to put like 4 riv nuts in, and you're looking at this taking about 2 seconds to put one on. It just makes no sense to do it this way, where you could possibly have the washer spin. And I installed one with this way and the other ones with this, and there's not even a comparison. So on this side, all you have to do is take this cover off, pop this window washer hose loose from the hood, because you're going to reattach it when the other rod is on there. What you need to do is measure from here to this one, and then just drill your hole where you need it on here in the same spot. I want to say it's 5 1/4. I'm going to re-measure it right now, but that is the only difference. And then you can mount it. Then the other part's going to be up here somewhere. Then you could drill your hole, and I'm going to say don't use a Sharpie. Just drill the hole with the right size drill bit that fits through the hole that's on the piece. So like what I'm saying is you're going to mount this to the studs after you drill it, and then wherever this hole lines up here, get this where it's going to be permanently, and then just run a drill bit through this hole, at least to mark it, and then drill the hole and install the riv nut. The reason I say that is I did the other side with a Sharpie, and when I did that, it was just slightly off, just enough where I couldn't get the holes to line up, and then I had to take a drill bit and slot the holes in order for it to line up with that hole. Where that's not a huge deal because you can't even see the slots because the hood nuts have large washers. It's just something, an extra step that you don't have to do, or you wouldn't have to do. One other thing I recommend doing is just take a piece of tape and mark where you start here. So that way when you take this off, you put it right back where it was. That way you don't have to like keep looking to see if you move the hood up or down at all. So this is the best thing to do with that. Okay, so the measurement was 5 1/4 and about a 1/2 inch off from the little wall here. So the 1/2 inch center, like that, and then 5 1/4 this way. Okay, so I did start a little pilot hole to help center this drill bit. That's a 3/8 drill bit. So all I need to do now is just test fit it on there. It should fit. And then we will mount it and get the other hole on the other end marked. All right, so it looks like a 1/4 inch drill bit will fit into that hole. So what I'm going to do is get a 1/4 inch hole there, and then I will follow it up with a 3/8. So now I'm going to remove this, drill that hole to the next size larger, and then I can put the rib nut in and install that arm. So I highly recommend for this part to put a thick amount of tape on the drill bit so you don't go too far. Now all you need to do is install the rib nut, which I'm not even going to stop the video for this because you just saw I just drilled the hole. I'll show how fast this is. Then just unthread it. And that's it. Using this tape here that I had put on there, we are going to line that up so we could be right back where we were. So we'll just get it right there, and we're going to hit and that's all tight. Doing it that way with actually doing the drill bit, this lined up perfectly. I did not have to do anything extra here. So I'm going to tighten these with a regular wrench and or a regular ratchet to snug them down. And another pro tip, this is the Abyss. So I already lost a 10 millimeter down there. So next time it's on the lift, I'm going to have to take the inner wheel well out so I can get to it. Hopefully it don't fall out, but Yeah, two drop down there. I got one with a magnet, but I can't see the other one. So my recommendation, stuff this area with a towel or something. As far as the other riv nut, I already installed it last time, so that's ready to go already. So we just need to mount this bottom piece. I gotta vacuum this up quick, and we can put the hood strut on. All right, so this is kind of partially assembled. You have this, which is threaded, the bottom one, and then this has got like an oval shape indentation, which fits there. So what you want to do is you have it loose enough. You get that one kind of lip underneath, and that's gonna like pull it down, and then you put your other bolt in there. And these are 6mm. I had to replace one because, like I was saying on the other one, I kind of messed it up. So I had to redo it. So you kind of can lift up, put a little pressure on the piece that's underneath to get it to tighten. And once you do that, it's going to tighten the rest of the way. And you know, with this, you got 2 points holding it, and you know, now this is not going to like slip and move on you. So now all there is to it is to put the hood strut on, and then we'll have to trim a little piece for this cover. I think so that it fits over this. So I got the cover on. I just had to do a little trim there, so this fits through there. This is a 13. This side's a 12. I had to undo this and slide it up a little bit to just give me a little bit of slack, because I originally put it on when the hood wasn't all the way up with the struts, but once I added this one, now the hood's sitting straight up. Well, not straight up, but a lot higher than with the hood prop. So as you can see, that's the distance difference. It's up about almost another 10 inches. So that's it. I might drill another hole for this one, push that in. I'm not sure. Either that or I'll just remove that one. All right, real quick, scratch that. I had to remove this again and put it under here. There's a gap where it fits, so you don't hit the shock when you close it. So yeah, before you put this on, put it underneath. And then I did drill another hole for the original holder here with a 1564. It was a nice tight fit, so it doesn't pop out. So basically, that's all there is to it. It just takes a little bit longer to re-drill those holes. Just make sure when you do those brackets, put it flush against the existing mount at like the 90-degree surface. So that it's out as far as it's supposed to be too, so it doesn't interfere with the hood strut. So if it is, it's just barely, so just make sure you do that. But the hood opens way farther. You don't have the hood prop in the way, and you don't just have to deal with it, period. It's just not something that you have to, you just pop the hood and just lift it up now, instead of having to deal with the rod and stuff like that. So in all, I think it looks better anyway. You probably could powder coat those body color if you wanted to. I mean, it's not probably, you could. You know, I would fit them first, drill the holes and everything, then have it done, and then install them. But yeah, so please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.